Another day, another session. Quite a few exercises to go through. I started off with the box jumps, and the first one felt pretty bouncy. The second one, not so much. Looking back at it, it looked a bit slow. The third one also not great. This was the first of two sets that I did. The second set was kind of the same as this one. The first one was good, the first rep was good, and the others were not as good. At this stage, I'm not entirely sure if I should jump on a lower surface because the first one is feeling good, but the others not so much. So I will play around with them a bit. And from jumps straight into handstand. This was the second set that I recorded and the longer one. A bit of a struggle there, trying to keep my shoulders up and straight. Still managed to get in about 40 seconds of time. The quality was average, I would say. The previous session had a straighter line. This one had a longer time under tension. Slowly, I'll be trying to combine them both to get the best result. It's gonna take some time, but it's not something that I'm concerned about because I'm doing this every day and I cannot expect every day to be optimal. Still, it's important to always look back at the video recording and get some nice tips to improve. Deadlift time and 140 moved kind of slowly. Did not repeat the quick pull of the previous session, and I wasn't really happy with that. I superset that with overhead presses for my shoulders. I went up to 25 kilos. I'm gonna progress them from 10 reps. I'm usually doing a couple of sets. And this is 150 kilos, which I failed. You'll see that now there, I stop mid pull and I just realized that I did not really have the leg drive to push through with it, and I didn't want to compromise my lower back position. That was not good. There's no point really in failing deadlifts because there isn't really an eccentric that you get benefits from in terms of strength building or even hypertrophy. But anyways, this is the 90 kilo squat and that moved pretty well. Superset that with some leg raises, and you'll see coming up the 100 kilo and the 105 squats, which I wasn't really happy about. When I rewatched them and the 100 kilos is coming up now, I really noticed that the knees are not staying in position. There is a knee cave. It's not atrocious, but it's noticeable. And it's not something that should happen. I really should keep my mid glutes engaged. I do not know if I need to play with the stance because I think I could go narrower, but at the same time, I don't really have all that space down there. My hip mobility should improve and it will. This is 105. But yeah, talking about the hip mobility, I really would like to have a narrower stance squat because I really like it. But at the same time, I'm not there yet in terms of the position that I can, a deep position that I can maintain without any issues. So another thing to work on. 85 kilos for 5. I was really conscious about keeping my knees nice and open. Looking at it, they look pretty good. Just got to below parallel. I really would like to improve my depth, but this is something that comes with time, and definitely spending time in these positions is probably what's going to allow me to achieve that. Good quality volume in the last rep was slowing down, and that was a good cue that I pushed myself to a good place. Pull-up time, and at this stage particularly, I'm not very concerned in progressing them steadily. What I am focusing on is more handstand and lower body related, but I still like to do pull-ups and I still believe that they can be done every day. they are not providing a big stimulus because I'm not really pushing them hard, but I'm also putting them in big giant sets. So I can't really expect them to be progressing in any capacity at this time. It's no big deal. Dips are also something that I'm slowly progressing. I think I was doing 16 reps on this one here. And the main goal with the dip is to just allow me to reach deeper positions in my shoulders and strengthen that posterior rotator cuff, improving my shoulder strength and stability. And this is really what I'm doing them at this time. And they also provide some good chest stimulus, I believe. This is the Nordic curls, and I think that the progression that I have adopted with the Nordic curl is the one that has proven to be yielding the most results at this time, because I was able to get my first one and I was able to do 2 and then 3. And now I hope that going back to 2, which is a manageable daily volume, is going to allow me to progress further with them. And the usual low raises, get some nice volume in there. I want to improve my shoulder flexibility. I want to improve my shoulder injury. And also getting the blood flowing in there. I don't really feel any pain in my shoulder after my vaccination booster shot, which I had the previous day. I do believe that all the movement that I did with my arm the previous couple of sessions has really helped in healing that really fast. And here, just a few weighted pull-ups for 5 reps. I wasn't really into them. I can actually see that my upper back could have been a bit straighter. I'm losing it a little bit. And the last superset is the usual back extensions followed by bicep curls. I went back to a straight bar. That was a smart decision. At least I know that these are 25 kilos and they sit on my shoulders nicely. I was doing 13 repetitions. Again, I believe I will go up to 15 and then maybe increase the weight to 5 kilos, to 30 kilos. So from then, I will see how many I can do and I will progress them. I need to stop being lazy also and just get an easy bar as well as this straight bar. I'm trying to be as minimalistic as possible. This time the gym wasn't extremely busy, so I really should have done that. But I got the volume in and this was overall an okay session. Few good things, couple of not so great things, but this is the way it goes. To the next one. Ciao.